Oh, shit. Here we go again.
And I promise you this, above all else, I'm going to be more obnoxious, more overbearing, and I'm going to make you all learn to love it because you'll have no choice. It's time!
Welcome to the Probably Wrong Podcast. Tony, Mike, Dave. We are aggravated and caffeinated.
You said it backwards.
We are caffeinated and aggravated.
Okay, you said aggravated and caffeinated.
Oh, we're caffeinated and aggravated, and we're about to take it out on you, I guess.
Either way it works.
Yes. Still kind of rhymes. My bad. So caffeinated and aggravated.
Yes.
All right.
It's your slogan. It's what you've been running with
Dave,
for
why
weeks
did you
now.
catch me on that?
Because I'm still trying to set up as usual.
Yeah, he's in the process.
Yeah.
Of getting ready. All right, caffeinated and aggravated. Maybe I'll write it down.
You know what it is the link doesn't show up until like after the opening song. So
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
So it catches them all off guard.
Yeah.
Screws it all up.
Yeah.
Dave's learning social media for the first time.
And I can only concentrate on one thing at a time.
Right now, he's struggling talking to us.
Yeah,
I am,
He's
'cause
trying
I'm
to
like-
get that in.
I'm like, oh, I don't want to tag that person, but yep, this person.
Just tag all.
Yeah.
Select all, Dave. Select all.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
That's still something I haven't learned. So
Well,
we're almost
back
there.
at it. Week 2 in the books. What do you got?
What do you want to talk about?
I got something.
You got something. All right.
No,
Please, let's do it.
It's just so we sit up here every week and we talk sports, right?
We put our heart and soul into it.
That's it. We just have fun. We just shoot the shit and we just talk. And you know, when we talk about your team, how fun is it to just talk about the positives?
I don't think we do that.
But no, we're saying like when you're out with your buddies at the bar and
Yeah.
you get together, do you all talk about how great the Patriots, how great the Celtics are for hours on end?
No.
Or does that usually wear off pretty quickly?
Yeah, if it even gets started.
Right.
Right.
You're always talking about the negative.
Right.
That's just what it is. It's what carries the conversation. No
Right.
matter how good the team is, you pick out things that drive you crazy and you discuss it, and that's how sports is talked.
But there's nothing negative to talk about with the Patriots. They're unbelievable.
Right. But after week 1, we should be talking negatively. They look like crap.
But the amount of people that at first don't listen to what you're saying, and then just immediately
Imagine that.
like jump and tack, and man, I just can't believe it. And I talk to these people, I go, do you really want to listen to a show? First off, thanks for listening, even though you're talking
We
trash.
appreciate the views.
Like, I can see that you actually watched the reel, so thank you.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you really want to listen? Like, how do you do a show? I still haven't found one yet where you just talk positively.
I guess if you're in Golden State and you had that 73-9 team, that would be
but-
something easy to talk about positively.
Yes, but that only goes for so long,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I don't know. I think we dissect it pretty good, and like, I think you tend to be a little bit more on the negative side, and Dave might be a little bit more positive. But whatever. I think we do a
But
good
that's
job
how
of
it is.
right.
Like,
That's
I can
3
never
guys
remember.
hanging out and talking sports.
Like, we talk sports no matter where I am
Yep.
at work ad nauseum.
right.
And it's always it turns to the negative because that's what it's like. Oh, this person, that you know, like it's. I don't understand how somebody could have a just rose-colored glasses on. Everything's wonderful.
Right,
Talk
right.
about sports.
But apparently we said Drake Maye sucks and he should just quit football.
No, I love Drake Maye.
That was last week.
But he struggled last week. He looked terrible.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
No, but you know, last week on the show we said he sucks and he shouldn't even be playing football.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that. We questioned the play call in,
exactly.
right?
We questioned have we seen anything special from Drake Maye yet? That was the question, and we were comparing it with JJ's week 1, Caleb Williams, basically that draft class.
Yeah.
So if somebody has a tough game, we can't kind of talk about it and analyze it?
Oh, but in all seriousness, like the question was, have we seen anything that's special to make you go wow? And I think now going into week 2, watching him just play the Dolphins, have we seen anything yet other than like, oh wow, all right, he did good? Anything? Wow, dude, did you see that play?
Yeah, well,
Did you see that play that Drake Maye made?
I think what stood out to me about week 2 is his ability to keep his poise he looked a lot more comfortable. Week 1, he looked kind of like jittery back there, and that makes me nervous because we saw that with Bledsoe back in the day, and sometimes you get the jitters, and that never goes. But week 2, I think the play calling helped him out. They were running the ball a lot more. We talked about before the season started how they have 3 running backs, and will probably use them. Week 1, they really didn't. I think they threw the ball 46 times.
Yeah.
Drake Maye, at this point in his career, cannot be throwing the ball 46 times. Maybe in the future, but right now...
Not to win a game, no.
No, and
they lost because he threw 46
right.
times. They couldn't get the run going in the first game, and they kind of gave up on it.
They
pretty
gave up
quick.
on it, yeah.
Like the first carry goes for a yard or 2, and they were like, we're done.
I think they had 14 carries week 1. That's not enough.
No, I mean,
if you don't, they couldn't get it going, but you still had the lead close to half.
They had double their rushing yards this game. First game they had 60, this one they had 122.
But there was a lot more, they were getting 4 or 5 yards, chunk yards sometimes.
And there was a lot of it was first half.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the second half, something happened with whether it was the Miami game plan was just better.
The Heat down in Miami, where they were kind of gassed.
There's all those factors. I mean, Miami's defense was gassed just as much as the Patriots.
Yeah, but they live down there, so I think they have a little bit of an edge over people traveling down there.
Jay Fields just chimed in and made a good comment. Week 1 NFL was horrible. It's like every team was playing their 4th preseason game. Yeah.
And realistically, they don't even really play preseason games.
No.
The Stars. So maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things that I noticed from Drake Maye is that in this week 2, he was running with conviction.
He seemed more assertive.
That we got on here last Wednesday and we were talking about how everything was uncertain. He was second guessing everything that he was doing, every run. He had no long runs. In this one,
and he slid when he was when guys got close to him.
In this week, when the pocket closing and he saw a lane, he took off.
He went.
And that's when he is dangerous.
He ran with conviction.
Exactly. That's what elevates Drake Maye. That's what puts him in there that he can run. Now, if you're running like that with conviction and guys have to really respect it because you're actually going to take off on them, it opens things up in the passing game.
100%.
And it 100% opened up things in this passing game.
Yep.
He had a couple of plays where it was impressive to feel the pressure coming around the back of him and stepping up and making a throw rather than just taking off. And he made a couple of nice plays with that. I know he had a nice one that got called back, but that was something that I noticed he wasn't doing the first week. He was more jumpy, and someone got close to him. He took off running and then slid.
Didn't even get past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he got like a yard, half a yard, whatever. But this week, he stepped up and he made some throws, or when he saw a lane, he took off with speed. He looked slow in the first game running. So
indecisiveness.
Yeah.
So the one thing that I really hate about this game is that they called back the touchdown, and we didn't get to see what Drake Maye could do for a game-winning drive.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, the Patriots won. Awesome. To me, watching the game, I would have gotten more out of the Patriots being down with 2 minutes left to play.
See if he can do the 2-minute drill.
And see what he can do.
Yeah. I think at this stage of where we are as a team, you take any win you can freaking get.
Right.
And you can imagine if we lost that game and now you had however many penalties, a ton of penalties.
Yeah.
And you're 0-2.
They were about to be there.
Yeah,
they were about to be there.
But it's a lot easier for a coaching staff to work on the penalties when you come back and you're 1-1 and you have a little bit more pep in your step. So that was a pretty big win, because if they go down 0-2 after kind of maintaining the lead for most of the game,
they held that game in check for a while.
Yeah, they had the time of possession.
The first half they held that in check. I think the second half Tua started to feel himself.
Yeah, got a little sloppy on the second half. Both teams look like mediocre teams at best.
I say one of the biggest takeaways that come out of this game is, man, our defense is struggling. We did not look good defensively at all in this game, and hopefully Gonzo's the secret. Hopefully it was just stated that he was back in practice today and a limited participant. So hopefully
do we attribute some of that to the Heat down there? Because second half they were a lot worse than the first. First half they weren't too bad.
No, they made some plays. They actually picked off Tua, and it got called back because of the I forget the name of the guy lined up with his helmet in the neutral zone. And that's like come on, man. You can't see where you lined up.
Right.
No, he can't.
I think Chris Jones had a call like that with KC against us. It's like, dude, what you're looking right at the ball. How is that even? And then the ref usually tells you too.
Yeah.
They lost a playoff game because of
Chris Jones.
No, it was D Ford, wasn't it? That lined up.
Maybe
it lined up in the neutral zone.
Gave Brady the second chance.
But he got picked off on the play.
Yes.
And it got called back.
Yeah, but he didn't just. His whole body was over the line.
Yeah, it was bad.
What are you looking at?
Lined up completely in the neutral zone, and this guy was. It was pretty bad. It was pretty obvious he was over the line. Like, come on. Your defense just made a huge play. They picked off Tua. You could have, almost put the game away in the first half. And,
Let them back in, and they got hot. And then you got guys at the end stepping up, like I was about to say, Paul Connors all over Landry. Where was he? But then he showed up at the end. One of the things Fields chimes in is he couldn't stand as our defense is ass, but Hawkins on the and then he was on the top, and yes, Jay Fields, D Ford, they lost the Super Bowl because of that. Yes. So defensively, that was supposed to be the strength of this team.
I'd like to give them one more week, knowing because my brothers both
One more
lived.
chance.
My brothers both lived down in Florida, and they both thought the Patriots would lose. They're like, dude, you walk to your car and you're sweating profusely.
Yeah.
So I'd like to, because defensively, game one they weren't great, but they weren't bad. I'd like to give them another week and kind of just take this for what it is. A hot day down in Miami, and you're not used to those.
I mean, it's not just a hot day in Miami, but the visitor sideline is in the sun.
So I know it all sounds like excuses, but let's see what they bring out week 3, and maybe they're because Tua doesn't.
We don't give Miami those excuses when they play in the cold.
Oh, 100%.
You're the first one to rip on them.
No. When they come here,
do.
Yeah.
So come on.
No, when they come here, I expect them to lose, and I feel like it's not fair to them. Catching the ball that in 10-degree weather, I don't feel like it's fair. I don't know why the NFL doesn't flip-flop it.
And here's the thing: Miami should take advantage of this and win a lot of the games early in the year.
They usually do.
So they get home field advantage in the playoffs, and they haven't had a home game in a long time in the playoffs. They have to go to Kansas City or Buffalo.
Right. And then they have no chance.
Yeah, you have no chance in January in either one of those cities.
Correct.
So
Jay chimes in again. The bigger reason is a huge win because we don't usually win in Miami. You're right.
Yeah, we don't.
We won, but...
Win's a win.
Yeah, win's a win. We didn't say,
as a matter of fact, I believe when we were picking our games, I said, if we got to the Buffalo game, and I said, well, I guess if they win in Miami, then I have to give them...
Disclaimer on that. When I agreed with you on that, and when you said it, is if they really came out and won that game in Miami. They didn't come out and win that game in Miami. They lost that game. They won that game. Miami lost that game. The Patriots won that game because his toe was out of bounds. That was just awful tackling. Come on. He juked around and he was at the touchdown. And then when that got called back, Miami was deflated. You knew Miami wasn't.
This could be the miracle they needed.
Okay. All right. And then Jay chimes in. Metcalf is going to torch Hawkins next week. We better hope Gonzo is back for the top coverage.
Well... And I was going to say, Tony says he wants to give the defense another week. Unfortunately, we have, I don't know which Aaron Rodgers we'll see.
He came back to earth real quick, too.
But, we got Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf to go up against. So this could be, it's obviously a tough test for this defense. But it's also at home. And, Pittsburgh came back down to earth last week. They look like shit. And... They're kind of Rodgers is playing last week the way I thought he was going to do all season. So
maybe that's what this NFL season is. It's about 10 good quarterbacks, and then everyone else is.
I like quarterbacks.
And then everyone else is it's a roller coaster ride because we're talking pretty highly about some guys on week 1. Week 2, they didn't look good.
Yeah, no,
And Drake Maye was the opposite. He looked terrible week 1, looked pretty good week 2.
Rodgers threw 2 interceptions. He was sacked 3 times. He was 18 for 33 last week, 203 yards with a QB rating of a whopping 58.
Yeah. Not what we saw week 1.
No.
And that was like a revenge game.
Yeah, week 1.
He really had it in for the Jets. So I think that was his Super Bowl
But we got a good thing here because I think they're going to beat Pittsburgh. I really do. And now you're rolling into a Vikings without J.J. McCarthy, with Carson Wentz.
No,
starting.
Carolina.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm what? I'm looking at this going.
Same
I don't
thing.
remember.
Like, if you win this week,
I know I'm looking at Pittsburgh's.
if you win this week, you have a chance to go 3-1 into the Bills. You're 3-2 after you lose that game, but then you got New Orleans. So like you can put together. You don't have to be that good. You just got to beat the mediocre teams.
Yeah. And if Seattle's getting to the quarterback and getting to Rodgers enough to make him throw a couple picks and sack him, this Patriots defensive line and linebackers should be able to cause him some havoc.
2 weeks in a row that the Steelers' defense has been completely exposed.
Yeah, their defense.
You just gave up 33 points to Sam Darnold and the Seahawks, and then the week before they gave up, 30 points to
the Jets
to Fields and the Jets?
Right, and Fields, of all people.
So this could be a week that,
We'll see. We'll see which Drake May we get. Do we get week 1 Drake May or week 2?
I think he's going to grow from the last game. I still think
we hope.
We hope. I still think Henderson was underused.
He had 3 holding calls.
I don't think he was underused.
Yeah.
I think
It's tough to keep him in the game.
He's in the backfield trying to block some. I mean, there was one of them that he was going to get run over.
Yeah.
But he should be out catching passes out, in the flat.
Right.
I don't know how close you watched that game. They tried a lot to get him balls out there, and they were just not connecting. There was many times they threw it his direction, and he didn't catch the ball.
I don't know if I'd say many times in his direction. They did. I think they tried a screen pass to him, which got blown up. But there was a play that they hit Stevenson where he came out of the backfield, and that was a beauty.
Yeah.
That was a play that I think if that's Henderson, he's gone for a touchdown.
100%.
But the fact that Stevenson made that catch was pretty impressive.
Yep.
Yeah, I was expecting Stevenson to fumble the ball.
Oh, every time he runs it.
Every time he runs,
so
here
nervous.
it comes now. Here it comes now. So,
well, maybe he worked on that in the offseason.
And that was a 1-year issue that he had. It wasn't like a career-long issue. He might have been in his own head last year.
Yeah. I think Maye was in his head last year.
Maybe.
But next week's going to... I still think New England's got it. I picked them earlier in the year. That defense, I think you're going to see Maye light it up. I think that's going to be his coming out party next week. I think Maye's going to have a huge game. I think, as long as Ramondre isn't fumbling, I think he's going to continue to take over that backfield and command it. And Trayvon's going to have to, when he gets his chance to make a huge impact, or he's going to get buried.
Stop
he's
with the holding.
Gibson's pretty solid,
right,
too.
that's what I was just about to say. Gibson had a decent game.
Yeah.
He was moving along, so you're going to see Henderson drop down in that depth chart.
Yeah.
So,
but they have to keep running the ball. They can't, like I said, first game they kind of gave up on it.
Yeah, agreed.
And you need to get the run going. It opens up all kinds of other stuff. So Douglas really didn't do much.
No.
I don't even think he was targeted in that game.
You know who else didn't do much? What was that guy's name? The guy that everybody
Williams?
was talking about. The guy that was completely taken over and
it's a Chisholm moment.
Deserved to be wide receiver one.
Oh.
Chisholm.
I don't think anyone said deserved to be receiver one.
I'll tell you what, if they don't get anything out of Douglas soon.
Well,
You may see him.
Douglas, you're not giving Williams a chance.
He's hurt. He's got the hamstring, and he's having a hard time learning the plays.
Right? But
Okay.
Diggs...
Well,
But you have a guy that's number 6 on your depth chart that throw him in.
Right.
You don't
At this
need those
point-
guys when Diggs is making his plays and when Hooper and Henry are making plays. And if you get those 3 guys catching, and as much as I can't stand that D-bag Hollis.
Right? Is it Hollis or Hollins?
Either way, it's either
Hollins.
way.
He made a good catch, running the end zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He ran the route. The ball was there.
Yeah.
He actually caught it.
Yeah.
So,
Jack, too. You just hate him because he walks barefoot, right? Is that why you hate him?
it's just, there's a lot of things I
Yeah.
don't like.
I don't know much
can't
about
stand
him. I don't know much about him. I know he's
I
weird.
think a lot of it's fake.
I just
and it
know
drives
he
me
wears
crazy.
I just know he's like barefoot when he comes to the stadium. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I could care less about anything else about the guy.
Sometimes I just find a guy that I don't like, and it's just everything
Like
they do
Swayman.
pisses me off.
Like Swayman.
Yeah.
Yes, like we said earlier, you're the negative one on the show.
I've been pretty positive about Drake May tonight. I've been pretty positive. So,
Well, you have to after all that backlash.
I know, man. Woo, that backlash really, really.
So was that on TikTok that they went
that
after?
was everywhere. I got it everywhere.
He played like crap. I love Drake Maye, but he played like crap.
Oh, yeah. So,
And I blame some of that on Josh McDaniels. I don't feel like he put him in a situation to succeed.
No,
the play calling was terrible.
The game plan in general
was horrible
against the Raiders was horrible.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but regardless, he didn't play well. So we're not going to sit here and sing his praises when he's playing like crap.
what? That's what you're supposed to do. We got to build these players up.
Oh God!
Well, hey,
You think Drake Maye watches this?
JJ McCarthy got the crap kicked out of him by Atlanta last week, and everyone's like, he sucks. Like, yes, his second game in the NFL, he didn't do well.
Got hurt again.
Kick him out of the league.
Who's this?
McCarthy.
Yeah, he's
out
hurt
3
again.
weeks. right?
We'll go around the leg in a minute.
Go around the leg.
Around the leg, all right.
Around McCarthy's leg.
McCarthy's
It's a
leg.
high ankle sprain.
Jay Fields chimes in. It's nice to see Booty can play. I don't know if you're digging on me because I loved Booty. I do, but
that
he only had
touchdown.
one target. He had one
that
target.
touchdown catch. I think Douglas ran the wrong route. Douglas was right in his area.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like
That was a hell of a catch, though.
Yeah, it was a great catch. Well, what's Douglas doing there? Bringing a defender with him.
I don't think he knows. Bob Roxburgh chimes in. If Pop isn't going to be used, then put Diggs in the slot. I 100% agree. Because when they need a catch, who always catches it? I think he had 2 or 3 third down conversions. You knew it was going to Diggs. Everybody knew it was going to Diggs.
You know what I thought was hilarious, too, was...
That he's having another kid? He knocked up Cardi B?
No, I did see that. But no, the fact that Miami, up until the Patriots kneeled down the first half, had given up points on every drive of the season so far.
Yeah.
And their only stop was because they kicked off to the Patriots with like 10 seconds left in the half.
There wasn't 10 seconds left in the half.
It was 30.
There was 33 seconds left. No, there was 42 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, and you know why they kneeled down?
No timeouts?
Because Gibson misplayed the ball and it rolled back down to like their 5.
Go, God.
You're not gonna go down the field.
Why are we kneeling out? All you gotta do is get into field goal range.
Yeah, maybe if you had a veteran quarterback.
But you forget our field goal kicker. How do you say his last name?
Sucks.
No, when it's an extra point, he sucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
When it's like
if it's
47
inside 30,
yards or more, it's money.
Yeah, if it's inside 30 yards, he's no good. That poor kid. Missing the 2 extra points to start the game.
Oh, God.
It's like, how do you have any confidence putting this kid out there to kick anything after that?
Well, then when they had him kick that field goal, I was up in arms. Like, what are you doing? And then he comes and nails it. Like, oh, wow, all right.
Yeah. All right.
Taking a big sip of that fruit punch.
Oh, I got the same.
It's delicious.
Good stuff, huh? Whew.
Well, hopefully next week we'll be talking about another Patriots win. They'll be going 2-1.
Yep.
But let's go around the NFL a little bit because there were some fun things that happened this week. Mm-hmm. Your guy, Tyquan Thornton.
I knew it was going to happen. I think he's going to have a few big plays this year. He had a big
Chiefs
catch.
are 0-2.
Yes.
You know, Eagles had an awful game, but I guess so did the Chiefs. And coming down the end of that game, Tyquan Thornton wide open. Nobody within like 20 yards.
Speed.
Mahomes completely overthrows him.
Yeah.
And then they try it again. It's like Philly's like, it's Tyquan Thornton. Just let him run.
Right.
Run straight down the middle of the field. You can see him run right by the safety. And the safety just goes, I'm gonna go over here and cover Brown. And man, it was just beautiful. It was just nice to see your man, Tyquan. As soon as I saw him catch that, I go, Tony!
He's not my man. I just feel like on that team where they're getting a little bit slower, he's a pretty good fit because he can bring that additional speed. I'm not saying he's great. I don't think he should have he would make our team. But on that team, they need the speed.
And they do exactly what we talked about with him. He doesn't run routes.
Yeah, you can't.
If you watch him out there, because it was actually that play he was wide open, the next play he was wide open, and all he was doing is running straight, and they didn't throw it to him the next time. And then because they noticed now that was 2 times in a row, let's just run it again.
Right.
This time, just run straight down the middle, Tyquan.
Yep. And he spreads the field, and if Mahomes extends the play, he's got someone there. So I had a feeling this would happen. I think we're going to see a few of those this year. I don't think he's great, but...
No. Just run, Forrest, run.
Right.
Catch
and catch the ball.
Catch the ball.
You have to catch it.
But Chiefs 0-2.
Yeah, I think we said earlier on that I think I had them at 11 wins. I think they're, I think it's Bills and Ravens. And I think they're taking a step back. When I watch them, they look slow. Everybody looks slow. Kelsey looks a little bit slower. Everybody looks
35 years old.
Yeah.
And that play, I mean, basically the play that they lost on is
The Kelsey interception.
Yeah,
Bad
that
luck.
ball, that was just bad beat. I mean, that ball was in his hands for the go-ahead touchdown, bounces off his hands up into the air, and that was
a little
the end
bit of bad
game.
luck. If he misses the pass and it hits the floor, they still score and win the game.
Right.
So just bad luck. It happens.
And that's like the Chiefs last year.
Everything
We're
went
in
their
these
way.
we're in these
Yeah.
games, but these went their way.
Yes.
This year, nothing's going their way in the crunch time when it needs to.
They must have had about 6 or 7 wins last year that were down to the final few seconds against crappy teams like
and
Carolina.
Right, and it was like something stupid happened that gave them,
Right.
whether it was something that they created themselves or the other team just pooped their pants and But the Chiefs were winning these type of games, and this time they didn't.
At least with the Chiefs, what they have to look forward to is Ray Rice is back, and he's only out 2 more games. Xavier Worthy hopefully be back in 3 to 4 more games, if not sooner. So they're going to have 2 weapons back out there, and that's going to help them a lot.
They need to trade for Tyreek Hill.
Well, we'll see.
They need to get him back. I feel like they have those 2 coming back, but those aren't stud weapons.
You forget how Rashid Rice is a stud. It's just he's missed so much time that if you're not a fan of KC, you forget how good he is.
Yeah.
And he's a stud.
We'll see. And then Kelsey, obviously, every year goes down a notch, too. So,
I mean, he still made some great catches in that game. It's just...
He's not going to dominate games.
If Kelsey caught that touchdown, obviously the narrative is completely different, but then you look at the numbers, and you're like, wow, Kelsey had a bounce back game.
Yeah.
So
he's still got a solid mind.
Yeah. I don't,
2 big things. Game 1, fucking runs right into Xavier Worthy, takes him out.
Yeah.
Game 2, he's got the game losing interception.
but I think he's gone from top tight end to someone comparable to Hunter Henry. It's kind of what he is now. Maybe a little bit better. He's not that much. It's not that much better than Hunter Henry. He's gone from. But he's a big boy that takes a lot of hits. There's a lot of wear and tear. He plays a lot of games.
You still got to guard him.
Oh, 100%.
You still got to count for Kelsey.
And he still knows how to get open.
Right.
Did you guys see? Bob brought it up earlier in the comments here, but Chris Jones and Jalen Hurts little exchange.
Yeah,
No.
I mean,
so Jones is yelling out to Hurts, going, "You didn't even have 100 passing yards," which he didn't.
Yeah.
And Hurts just fires back at him. We won the effing game. Shut your ass up.
Yeah. That's all that matters, right?
yeah, a win's a win. In Kansas City, it wasn't. I would feel a little bit better about Kansas City if it was at Philly and they lost by that.
Yeah.
But they were at home. I mean, that's their bread and butter. Philly didn't play well, and they still win. So I don't know. I'm kind of looking at the AFC where
Your Colts,
Buffalo really.
And I'd like to put the Ravens up there. Eventually, it's going to click for Lamar Jackson. He's going to have a playoff game against one of those guys where he's going to be unstoppable. I think.
I just don't think it's going to happen.
No, but the Colts. And I'd like to say that the Probably Wrong podcast was on that before the season even started.
Daniel Jones.
Yes.
Stud.
Yeah.
The mediocre high school chick.
Yes. Yeah. And people loved that. They were like, wow, that is, now that I think about it.
Because they agree. Because everybody had that mediocre high school chick that they had the hots for. And that's Daniel Jones.
Now this is that chick that came back after the summer, and you're like,
woo!
She got
She went to
boobs.
college. We're like, woo! What happened here?
Wow.
Yeah. Now everybody wants her. That was, I had my in. Now I gotta wait.
But
Gotta get her drunk.
It's refreshing to see. I like it there. I mean, they haven't had a punt yet in 2 games. They're just
Tight ends on fire.
Yep. Running back Taylor once again on fire.
Stud.
Daniel Jones just playing outer-worldly right now.
He's done this once before, right? He had that year where they signed him for $55 million. Remember on the Giants? He had that one. And people were like, "Is this real?" Regardless if it's real, he's got something in him that can win football games.
Yeah. He's got tenacity.
Yeah.
Isn't that what did Mankind used to say all the time? Was it tenacity? No, testicle fortitude.
Testicle fortitude. And he's got
Testicular fortitude.
he's got a cannon of an arm. He's a pretty good athlete.
He was a high pick,
Number
wasn't
6 overall, but
Okay.
he was picked ahead of where he was slotted. So he went 6 out of Duke, but he was supposed to be like late first round. But he was the number 1 quarterback on the board. They took him.
Who do you want right now? Daniel Jones or Drake May?
Drake May. Drake May is 23 years old. Daniel Jones, he already should have learned a lot of the things that Drake May is in the process
I mean,
of
but
learning.
he was in the Giants.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But Dayball's there, and Dayball worked with Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know. I feel like Daniel Jones had Saquon.
I know.
Which helped
and
out
he's
a
got Taylor.
ton.
I'm just being...
But
I'm taking Drake May.
because
Yeah.
the 1 year that Saquon's gone, I mean,
The
he
whole
just
thing
was,
fell apart.
it was a yeah.
Yeah.
So Mac Jones.
I know.
Mac
hate Mac
Jones.
Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Return of the Mac.
Yeah.
How's that song go?
I think that's it. I'm not gonna sing
Return of the Mac.
it. Yeah.
So
26 to 39, 279s, 3 TDs with a 115
Well, 115.
QB rating.
Okay.
To end the game
Is that a
and
5?
destroy the high-powered New Orleans.
I mean, yeah, and he's going to start again this week.
Yeah, he's
Right,
going to start for
against
the next couple
yeah,
weeks, Dave.
against
They
the
got nobody
Cardinals.
else.
So I think I said it, recently, but if San Fran could redo that draft with Trey Lance, I think they would have picked Mac Jones instead.
I still think Trey Lance is better than Mac Jones.
I don't.
I
never
always
will.
prefer the athletic quarterback, especially in today's NFL.
What do you mean?
Mac Jones is
extremely athletic.
Did you see that
him
first
running?
touchdown? That first touchdown pass.
Dude, it looks like
he
he's
rolled out.
waterlogged. He looks like he's waterlogged.
He threw against the grain
Yeah.
to make that completion.
I just can't.
Yeah, Bob also says, imagine if he went to San Fran in 21. So
I honestly think you never would have heard of Brock Purdy if Mac Jones got drafted by San Francisco. And I know I can say that because there'll never be any proof, but
I mean,
Easy to say, Dave.
so Mac Jones is going to face the Cardinals next week.
Okay.
yeah, real tough task.
Could be a win. Then the Jaguars. He faces them, so he could be 3-0. And then, depending on what Ram team shows up, he could possibly go. It's going to be tough,
Yeah.
but he could go
Yeah.
4-0.
We'll see
And
how
then
it
you have the
goes.
quarterback for controversy.
He's got weapons.
Yeah, he's got weapons. He's got weapons.
What weapons does he have?
I mean, I don't know.
He
I don't
only
know.
has McCaffrey for
McCaffrey.
now. Everybody else is gone.
Jennings?
Where's Robinson?
We're calling Jennings with weapons now?
Better than, not better
No.
than Diggs, but.
Kittle?
We're calling the guy who got
And
shot
what-
in the chest a
Yeah,
weapon
not
now?
bad, not bad. First
Purcell.
round pick. Purcell, right?
Ricky Purcell.
And then who's the guy that
What's
Ayuk?
wrong with Kittle?
Kittle's out.
hurt. Kittle's hurt.
Ayuk hasn't come back yet.
He
They're
hasn't
all
come
hurt.
back yet. Yeah.
Jay Fields chimes in. He's a noodle arm partying with the lollipop. kids.
I went to a stretching specialist up in Boston, and he's good friends with Mac Jones. And this explains a lot. He said Mac Jones, because he used to stretch a lot of the Patriots. He said Mac Jones, growing up,
Always-
never ate anything besides fast food. Yeah, he said his mother never cooked. He said his mother never cooked one meal.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Being a pro athlete and fueling your body with that crap. I mean, he looks like that's what he ate, right?
Yes.
But the word is he's bought in. The word is that it's taken him a few teams, and he is.
Well, he has
I think
to.
he loves the game of football.
Yeah.
He has to if he wants to stick around.
Right,
the
right.
league.
He loves the game of football. I also think if things don't go his way, he can turn into a little spoiled brat. And I think we saw that.
But I also think that San Francisco is a team that suits a noodle arm.
You got Brock Purdy.
Yeah, you don't have to have a strong arm when you have
A system and
the system, the weapons that they had, the defense that this year, obviously it's a little different. Debo's gone, and if Kittle's hurt, whatever. Kittle's still one of the best tight ends in the league when he is on the field. They picked up Brian Robinson from Washington, so
Hasn't really got much playing time.
no, he's not going to with McCaffrey, but once McCaffrey, breaks down, eventually you have to give him a break. If you want him for a long run,
Yeah.
you can't play him, 25 carries a game.
And every running back, and when we're talking about Henderson, he's going to get his time because one of those two running backs is going to get hurt. Running backs get hurt every year.
I just think Mac Jones win this week. Granted, it was against the lowly Saints.
Hey, a win's a win.
To me, it was very impressive because all he had was McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Jennings to me and Purcell to me, destroyed his last name, aren't weapons guys. Like they are.
No, they're
not,
serviceable receivers.
That's why I mean, if to me that Mac Jones, like he won with serviceable wide receivers. There's no.
And people they forget to mention that San Fran brought back Saleh as a defensive coordinator. Their defense was amazing when he was there originally. He's a terrible head coach, but
we should have brought him
he's
here.
He's good with the D.
He is good with the D. Yeah.
These are all things that you usually say.
I know, yeah. A little slow today.
Down that drink.
Down
the hatch.
All right, let's go. Let's get some more inappropriate talk here.
We need the little quips coming from you,
Gotcha.
That's what you bring to the show.
That's my value. Yeah, without that, I'm really nothing.
A little quicker on
Just
the trigger
a guy
tonight.
covered in cat hair.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, pretty much. These black shirts, tough.
Oh, man. Baker Mayfield does it again, guys.
Tough. Balls. Oh,
Back-to-back weeks, game-winning drives.
Balls of steel.
And it's like, and I thought this watching the game, and there's actually a meme of it out there now, when you see him sitting on the bench, just like everybody away from him, just quiet, eyes shut. It looked like he was meditating.
Looks like he's a starting pitcher that nobody wants to get near.
And then he comes out and goes right down the field.
Yeah, love that guy. Ever since college, I love that guy. I can't believe he got waived several times and people were like passing on him.
Phil chimes in, we need more Tony, less Mike. I agree. I agree.
Thank you, Phil. I appreciate it.
I hate when he's quiet over here.
Yeah.
It drives me insane because I'm like, oh.
Loves the D, but hates when I'm quiet. There you go.
That's Phil.
Yeah. That's Phil. It's not Phil.
He's also a guy that cuddles up with his cats on the couch, There
you go.
Also covered in cat hair.
Nice.
That's my YouTube click.
Yeah. Buddies.
Jay Fields chimes in again. You see the stat line for him? He has the most TD passes in the last 2 years. Oh, yeah, Baker Mayfield. Last year, he had a huge year. I think he had 41, 42, or 43. In that range of touchdowns last year.
Between 40 and 50.
Yes.
Between 40 and 43. I narrowed it down.
And that's got to be an easy guy for teammates to rally around. Everybody has to like him, right?
I think so.
I feel like everyone does.
Yeah. You have to.
He credits his time in LA, even though he only had two starts. He credits McVay with turning his career around.
Okay. Yeah.
He said that he really helped him to do and be what it needs to take to win in this league and to be a quarterback.
I forget he went there for a short time, played when Stafford got hurt. He got waived by the Browns, waived by the Panthers.
I can't remember if he got waived by the Panthers or traded from the Panthers or was signed. I forget how it went.
God. And at that time, we needed a quarterback, and I remember us talking, like, why don't we just bring in Baker?
Yeah, they didn't want to pay him.
They didn't want to pay him.
And honestly, I think McVay's probably sitting there going, man,
I had a cheaper option.
I should have kept him and let Stafford retire.
Yeah.
And I like Matt Stafford, but I feel like
Baker's got a little bit more.
He won his Super Bowl. He should have, kind of ride off into the sunset.
Great. But Baker, to me, I love everything about this guy. I always have. We talked about him. You and I, since we started the show, we talked about Baker and just what he brings out there. Honestly, just
the fire.
Balls.
The fire.
His fire.
Yeah, we saw it in college. Remember, he took the flag and he... Go ahead.
I got to see him win in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's the Achilles heel right now, and I'm hoping this is the season that he does it.
Are any of his teams good enough to really win a playoff game?
And they won a Super Bowl with pretty much the same team in Brady.
It was the defense, and Gronk was there as well. Mike Evans was younger. They had the Curtis Godwin, right?
Chris Godwin. Still there.
He's still there.
They just drafted one of the... It looks like it's going to be one of the best steals.
That
kid. How do you say his last name? Igba?
Good luck, Dave.
Yeah,
Ubaka.
Yeah, something like that.
I like him. I'd love to see him win a few games in the playoffs. I love watching him play.
I hate it that he's in my Falcons division, but whatever.
Oh, you got Penix.
Yeah. Who looked...
I like Penix. I like a lot of these quarterbacks.
Look, 2 weeks. Granted, they lost week 1, but Penix, don't forget, brought them down the field for them to get the chance for the game-winning field goal that Koo missed.
Yeah.
So, I'm happy with what I'm seeing out of Penix. I didn't think that he would be this good that early, and I think that's just me being the pessimist. Because you look at it, I mean, how many years did he have in college?
Like 30. But he missed a lot of time with a number of injuries, right? He had both knees done. He had a shoulder done.
All kinds of issues.
I think he's 45 years old right now.
Did he play last year much? Like
End of the year.
So really, this is another guy that like J.J. McCarthy. They're kind of really just getting into their career. Where Maye came in early in his career. Caleb Williams played the entire rookie season. You know, it's tough to compare these guys, even though they're in the same draft class. The ones that played all year last year, and then you got the guys that are just stepping into a starting role this year. This is their first time out there. So,
and Penix has a cast of guys around him. He's got an elite running back in Bijan Robinson, a hell of a backup with Tyler Algier.
What's up with that tight end? He never really panned out, right?
Yeah, he did when they needed him out the other night. He made some catches.
Freak athlete.
And then you still got Drake London. It is
that team's set up that they can win 10, 11 games, right? In that division.
If Penix can keep himself composed enough to not lose the game.
Yeah, what a beautiful arm he has too.
The problem with them is their Achilles heel still is their defense in giving up fourth quarter touchdowns. It's driven me crazy for years with that team. Every time I watch it, no lead is ever safe.
Yeah, Penix can win a shootout though. He's got a cannon. Yeah. Love watching that. I mean, his whole college career was shootouts.
Right.
You know, so we'll see. So that'll be good. You get the Bucks and them kind of going at it. Usually known as like a mediocre division, but if you have two solid teams.
Last thing I'd like to talk about for NFL before we move it along is those 4 o'clock games on Sunday, right?
There were 3 of them.
And all of them turned out the last 2 minutes
down
was
to
just
the wire.
Interesting.
I was listening on the radio, and it was pretty cool. I was driving home, and they go over every play that's happening. It's like flag here, turnover, no flag. And there was a lot of excitement all 3 games.
It's usually not like that for the 4 o'clock games. I just remember I was sitting downstairs going, I can't shut these off.
Right.
It was just, finally, after week 1, I think Jay Fields or someone here said it earlier, that was like an extension of the preseason. This week, it was nice to have some good football down to the end.
But even then, we have a lot of penalties happening. Yeah. So I feel like they need to play more in the preseason because
we'd love it.
Yeah, how many penalties did we have?
There's also some questionable calls where even the announcers are going, could have let that one go.
Yeah.
You know, and it takes away some big plays at times where you're like, damn, you know, if you could challenge a flag,
you know, gonna happen.
I feel it was better than week 1, but I think there's still improvement that needs to. I mean, what do we have? Like 10 penalties, 10 penalties. It's terrible.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
False starts, holding,
special team penalties,
special teams.
God,
giving up the punt return.
Yeah.
All right, that was almost the whole show on football.
All right,
which I like. So before we get to the end here with the sock sliding, our boy Valdina, November 15th, Cage Titans 74 main event, going to be a double champion, dropping down to the flyweight title, dropping down to challenge Isaiah Torres for the flyweight title. Saturday night, November 15th.
All right.
Very late fight. Around midnight-ish.
I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Red Bull.
I don't know how I'm going to do it.
I already told you how we're going to do it.
I don't do those things anymore, Dave.
No, the nap. Let's talk about the nap.
I don't do those anymore because when I lie down, I don't wake back up at that time of night. What did you think I was talking about?
Nothing.
We'll get you back up. Don't worry.
I can't nap at 9 o'clock at night.
Oh, 6 o'clock.
That's still
waking up around 9:30.
I'm done.
We'll get you there.
Wake up at 9:30.
It'll be like
the grumpiest guy.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Yes, carry him in.
We'll carry him in sleeping, and once we sit down on the chair, he'll wake up and be like, "Oh,
not even that. I also got to get the wife's going to want to go see it. I don't know how the hell I'm going to keep her awake till that time
Is she a night owl or no?
We used to be.
Yeah, when you were young and crazy.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
We binge watched a show the other day, and it was like 9 o'clock, and it was late for both of us.
Yeah, wow. I'm just getting started.
Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah.
Jeez, I hope I don't hit that old age thing.
Yeah. You won't. I believe in you, Dave.
I'll be ready for that Saturday night fight.
Yes.
We just can we get tickets like soon?
I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe Valdina can help us out here.
You're just trying to lock me into the event early. I know what you're doing, Dave.
Yeah.
No, I want to get tickets because I don't want to go looking for tickets that day or the couple days before and
Sitting in
it's
the
sold out.
nosebleeds. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
they do sell out too. So
We had a connection for tickets, but he does not work in that industry anymore. So
Oh, Phil, when he was fired? All right, so the Red Sox are sliding. Are they going to miss the playoffs? They're only up 2.5 games on the Cleveland Guardians with 11 games left to play. We're going against the Athletics now. We round out the series with the Rays, Jays, and Tigers.
I hope not.
What's going to happen? This last New York series, they just crapped on themselves.
they
Kind of lost everything.
lost it when Roman Anthony went down.
Yeah,
right.
it's all been falling apart since then.
And it sucks to say it because you lose a 21-year-old rookie and your season collapses.
Yeah,
That's tough. But
I'm hoping. They go 6-5.
All season long, he's been Sox. No matter what has happened, you've had your spiel. You are rah Sox camp. This is the first time all year that you're so hesitant over there.
Well, one good thing
And I
though,
like it.
You got Crochet.
That's the only good thing.
You got Conley early, who's been pitching well. You're not hitting, but you got Conley early. You got Bayo and Giolito. So you got 4 out of 5 people pitching well. You need to score runs. They're not really scoring runs. They shifted the lineup today. Story's batting second, Bregman third. They're trying to get something moving.
Did you see Story is 30 for 30?
30 for 30, yeah.
In stolen bases?
Yeah, tied Trey Turner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's having a great year. Fantasy-wise, he's ranked 20th overall.
Finally, 4 years in.
We've been waiting, Trevor Story.
I know. Justin Elwood's been waiting.
wait,
Yeah.
is he up for a contract?
He can opt out.
Yeah,
He can opt out.
There we go.
And guess who needs a shortstop? The New York Yankees.
Yeah.
They're done with Anthony Volpe. They hate him.
They do.
But you look at the 11 games. I think you hope that the Jays are in. You hope that the Tigers are in, and they start managing that rotation.
I don't know about the Jays being. I mean, would you got Bo Bichette done for the year, right?
Right, but you want to. I think they've already done a lot of damage as far as wins. So you're hoping that they're trying to rest pitches and rest guys. So you're hoping by the time you play the Jays and the Tigers that they're not putting their starter out there for 6 or 7 innings because
Right.
they don't.
Sorry,
they
I
need-
wasn't listening to the
If
beginning
they,
of that.
yeah, if they clinch early.
Like most
Yes.
of our audience.
Right.
They clinch early. They
Vlad
can,
gets a few days off.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, you
so,
can rest some of these guys.
Yeah. So I think
Maybe that gives
could
you-
work in their favor. That
Gives
could
you a
work.
chance against them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm not as scared as Cleveland catching us as the Rangers coming right up on their heels.
Rangers are hot too. Jeez.
So the Rangers are 3.5 back.
Yeah. And the Mariners are on fire. I think the Mariners have won 10 in a row.
Was it Raleigh? Hit
Cal
us
Raleigh, yeah.
55 and 56
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah.
Tied broke Griffey's record.
The Mariners record.
Yeah.
And then he
Well, I call it Griffey's record.
and then he broke Mickey Mantle's record for a switch hitter.
Yeah.
And he's a catcher too. Crazy.
I'll believe it next year with him.
Oh yeah. He even said I shouldn't be in the same category as Griffey and Mantle. He said that. You know, you gotta put a few years together. But he's had a great year.
Well, how old is he?
He's a power hitter that normally bats about 230. Good defensive catcher. He's been around for a few years. They call him the big dumper. But he's never had a year like this. He's like 30 homers or so.
All right. I was going to say
He's
like
not-
50
he's not a
homer guy.
45
He's
home.
28 years old.
20. So
Okay.
he's still young, still relatively young.
Yeah.
What's his never mind. Don't look. I can't find it, so.
Yeah. So we'll see. You got to win tonight. You got to
We have
get some
to win
momentum
tonight.
going. Ugh.
That was awful last night, that game. Just to waste our guy early.
Conley early, yeah. Well, that's part of the analytics that you hate. He threw 80 pitches. He was pitching well, and they took him out of the game. And then they asked Cora about it, and he's taken suggestions from the people up top, and he doesn't want to say it. So it's like everyone they're managing like they're robots. It's AI controlling this team. Frustrating.
I'm just looking how dark it's getting.
Yeah, it's time to go.
I guess it's that time of year. I hate it.
Yeah.
Feeling it.
All right, gentlemen.
All right.
Great show. Till next week.
Yes.
All right, check you later.